More kids today are looking to get an edge when it comes to athletic performance, but what are the potential risks, especially when it comes to legal yet unproven and untested performance supplements? We want to go back to our expert, the sports doc, Dr. Chris Stankovich. Thanks so much for joining us again, Chris. Let's talk about this because this has really come a long way over the years, what some kids at very young ages are getting into.
It's really become a big deal. If you haven't been to your local nutrition store recently, I would urge you to do that as a parent and see what's out there. There's a lot of terrific marketing, a lot of messages being sent to kids, very young kids, that they can get stronger, bigger, faster, a lot quicker. Unfortunately, as you can imagine, there are a lot of risks with that decision to take supplements.
So what are the risks? Let's cover those.
Well, you know, the biggest thing we see is a concern around dehydration. Sometimes in worst case scenarios, we've actually seen some deaths across the country due to complications around dehydration, muscle cramping. I think the biggest concern is that these kids have growing bodies, and you know, to be putting things in and altering their physiology, there's always a risk with that. And I think that the other factor is oftentimes parents are not paying attention to what their kids are putting into their bodies, and the assumption that if something's at the store, it must be legal, or if it's legal, it's safe. And I think that can be an erroneous assumption.
Right, and we as parents need to kind of stay on top of our kids, because whether it's what they're eating or what they're taking to put into their bodies, it's not always a good choice. So how can we stay connected with what our kids are doing?
Well, I think you do need to ask your kid what he or she is doing to get better, and include questions around dietary supplements. And when you do find out that your child is deciding to use something, I think it's important to investigate. Certainly ask your physician. You know, a lot of experts, including myself, would say that I don't think there's really a reason for a kid to be on supplements. There's no substitution for hard work, and especially at the youth level, heart and hard work can take you probably farther than anything in a bottle.
That's a great way to finish. Thank you so much, Dr. Chris Stankovich, our sports doc. If you'd like more information on the supplements or anything we touched on, just hit our website. It's onntv.com.